Aloha, namaste. I am Deb Heart. Thank you for joining me. I'm sorry that I haven't offered 5 minutes of Reiki the last couple of weeks. I have been remodeling a new office to move into, and here is my new space. I'm pretty thrilled about it. And actually forgot I had my crown on until I hit record and thought, oh, how fitting. You can see how I do a session where my crystal crown to accentuate the energy. But this is my new space and I'm pretty excited about it. I got a little couch. You can come hang out with me. Completely separate treatment room. The treatment room is the size of my old office. So I'm just really, really excited. So I am all set up. As soon as I have my sprays, my auric sprays and my candles here, I will show that to you and have them on my website to start selling. So I've got the Psychic Protection Spray is the first one. Literally has energies for banishment for, that music might be a little loud. For exorcisms. So it's really strong. It's got the energy of Saint Germain and his legions of violet flame archangels, and Lord Ganesha wanted energy in there as well. So obviously Reiki, it's always got Reiki, and unconditional love, because I can't do anything without putting unconditional love in it. We all need more love, right? Yes, please. And more and more. So I had a really nice download today that I thought I would share. And so I felt like this was probably a good time to come back and share. So I was shown, and please, lack of verbiage, my terminology is just gonna not be great. But if you can just get the visual in this dimension, is that each of us that is consciously ascending, we're awake, we have an understanding of a bigger picture, which the more I unfold, the more I expand, the picture is bigger and bigger and bigger. Like it's just constantly changing. But for those of us that are consciously releasing our density, consciously calling in more light, expanding, doing our spiritual work, listening to our guidance, those of us that are awake enough to that point that we're doing that, are like a mothership. Again, excuse the terminology, but we're like the mothership for a lot of people in our lives that are just starting to wake up. Or maybe they've been, a little bit awake. They know that this isn't everything for maybe a little while, maybe even a few years, maybe even a lot of years. But we've unfolded more so far. And we're now kind of the go-to person. We are I'm just going to use the word cord. I don't want to use the word cord. We're like that mothership. We're the one that's energetically supporting them, guiding them when they ask for guidance, who they, come to ask questions, maybe to expand a little bit more, because everything's an activation, right? And so anyway, I just got this beautiful image and I thought I would share that. And I think that really just even thinking about that is just a reminder now that to be so mindful of our energy at any given moment. It is chaotic out there. It's chaotic. And those of us that know better, those of us that know how to transmute lower frequencies, need to make sure that we are clearing our field all the time. Clear our field, clear where we go. I literally, and every single one of us has our own thing that we do, our own process. New things come to me all the time, but if I have a negative thought that pops in my head, because it does happen, it's a lot less now than it used to be. And I'm sure that, a year down the road, I'm going to say it's even less than it was in 2021. It's constantly changing. But if I have a negative thought about a situation or a person, don't have about people very often anymore, but sometimes we all get triggered. That person, traffic, or, you know, whatever, a situation that arises, you know, anything that comes into my awareness that doesn't feel like unconditional love to me, I instantly start transmuting it. And I think that's one of the beautiful gifts that we can give to this planet. I mean, we're here to effectuate change. We are here to flip a planet. We are here to assist our planet, Gaia, and all of her inhabitants, who are all here for this huge journey, right? Not everybody's here to ascend. We already know that. But even those that aren't here to ascend are assisting in the process, whether it's to trigger you or whatever their growth experiences are for their soul, right? But just to be mindful that what we're doing, the energy that we're putting out there, and I just realized that I've kind of been all over the place, I'm sorry, but just to be mindful of where our energy is, what we're bringing everywhere we go. Like I was talking about, I'm clearing energy. No matter what I'm doing, I'm clearing energy. And the assistance that we're giving. I still know a number of light workers. And I'm sure that, so just thinking about in my little circles, this is probably not uncommon. This is probably a, you know, microcosm of the macrocosm, is that I still know a lot of light workers that are really stuck in the energy of what's happening on the planet right now and the negativity about it. And even though we know a higher perspective, what's happening, what's getting louder and louder and louder, is to awaken those that are still sleeping. So of course it has to get ugly. Of course it has to get louder. How many people are still asleep, right? But to remember that as we go throughout our day, so that we're not constantly pulled back into, oh my God, did you hear what happened now? Oh my God, did you hear? It doesn't matter. Stay in your happy place. Support however you can, and just focus on what we're here to do. Now, I don't have my head in the sand, and I, you know, go back to different places where I get information and feel like I've got a new clear picture of kind of what's happening now, and then stay back in your happy place until you feel like you need, you know, to kind of peek out and see what's happening again. Just my suggestion. I just think it's really important that we do everything that we can to stay in a positive vibration right now, because everything around us is pulling us down. And it sure sounds and feels like this fall is going to be kind of tough. Maybe it won't. Maybe it won't, but it might. And if it is, let's just get in the best space, the energy that we can. So I feel like I was a little bit all over the place, but that's what I had to say. I've also decided that I'm going to start, now that I'm finally, it's been 2 weeks of, oh my God, gutted this place and, you know, remodeled. So it's been kind of busy, but I decided I'm going to start offering monthly Zoom sessions with Reiki. And I've got a Healy. I've talked about it before. It's got over 300,000 frequencies in it. So it diagnoses, it starts off with like the top 5 imbalances of frequencies in your body. And then I can kind of zoom in on each of those and see, you know, what are the predominant ones under that specific heading. Like you might have, it might come up with like psyche, emotional, but then it comes up with multiple ones under that, like depression, anxiety, you know, that kind of thing. So every one of the headings has something different. But I've got, I can do a place, a building, an animal, a person. I can also do a group. So whoever is going to be on the call, we can look at the collective of that group. What are the predominant energies that are imbalanced right now, so that I can help to balance that and then send Reiki at the same time. So I'm going to offer that for free. I'm going to do once a month. I'd like to offer it more, but I'm busy. And I still have other things that I'm working on and need to do. And then from there, I'm going to start offering, I think the very first thing that I'll do that will not be free will be a 7-week chakra challenge. So I've got, we'll focus on, obviously I'm going to send Reiki, we'll focus on chakras. My Healy also sends frequencies to the chakras, so I can start with the root, and then we'll move up through the 7 major chakras in your physical body. And that'll be a 7-week challenge. I've got an amazing shaman that I'm very, very close to, that collaborates some with, and that has these amazing chakra activation videos that you can, I think we're going to put it all together as a package, and another soul sister that's probably going to do that with me. So I think that's going to be really amazing. I just wanted to make kind of a quick announcement about that's coming. But in the next couple of weeks, I'm going to open it up for people that want to join a monthly Reiki Zoom call for free. So yeah, that's kind of what's happening in my world right now. I have a new modality. I'm going to share it. I was thinking, do I share it? Do I not share it? I'm just so excited. I have a Wands of Horus. I literally have been trying to get this here from Russia. Yes, it's all in Russian, for 2 months, since the beginning of August, so longer than 2 months ago. And I finally got it last week, and I'm so excited. So basically, you've got a zinc and a copper one that are also filled with crystals that you hold in your hands, and they activate your hand chakras. So I work with it at the ocean or on my land or the forest. Within about 2 weeks of working with these, it creates a cocoon around my energy field. So it extends my psychic abilities to give me pictures of whoever I'm working on, what they need. So it's really just an extension of me and an amplification, and I'm very excited about it. I can be doing a Reiki session on someone and they can hold these within 15 minutes. Let me show you a picture. Within 15 minutes, look at the difference in your energy field. Can you see that? It's all crooked. 15 minutes. So I'm over the top excited about it. Over the top. I'm like, next, come on. What next? What next? I'm so excited. So anyway, I just wanted to share that with you real quick, and stay tuned for 15 minutes of Reiki. I'm going to take you in my treatment room. Aloha. Stay tuned.